Imagine standing on the desert plateau of Giza Plateau over 4,500 years ago. The sun burns overhead. Thousands of workers move in coordinated rhythm. Massive limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, are hauled across prepared ground. Overseers shout instructions. Scribes record deliveries. Engineers check alignments with astonishing precision. Rising above it all is a monument so precise that even modern engineers still debate how it was achieved. This is the story of the Egyptian pyramids, how they were built, how many people it took, how long they took to construct, and why ancient Egypt invested so much effort into building these colossal stone mountains in the first place. The age of the pyramids. The Great Pyramids were built during Egypt's Old Kingdom, especially during the Fourth Dynasty, around 2600 to 2500 BCE. The most famous of them all is the Great Pyramid, built for Pharaoh Khufu. The ancient Greeks later called him Cheops. The Great Pyramid, or Great Pyramid of Giza, originally stood at about 146 meters, 481 feet tall. For nearly 4,000 years, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth. It was not built alone. It stands alongside the pyramids of Khufu Menkaure. Nearby sits the iconic Great Sphinx of Giza, likely built during Khufu's reign. But how did a Bronze Age civilization build structures that still dominate the skyline today? The original idea behind the pyramid was not just architecture, it was theology carved in stone. Ancient Egyptians believed the pharaoh was divine, a living god, and the earthly embodiment of Horus. After death, he would join the sun god Ra in the afterlife. The pyramid symbolized several powerful ideas. In Egyptian creation mythology, life began when a mound rose from the chaotic waters. The pyramid echoed that sacred shape. Its sloping sides mirrored the rays of the sun, forming a stairway to the heavens. Built from stone, pyramids were meant to last forever, ensuring the king's immortality. Earlier rulers were buried in flat-roofed tombs called mastabas. The transition to pyramid form began under Pharaoh Djoser. His architect Imhotep designed the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara, the first monumental stone structure in history. It began as a mastaba, then stacked upward in steps. The smooth-sided pyramid came later, perfected in the Fourth Dynasty. Planning the Great Pyramid. Building the Great Pyramid was not brute force, it was advanced state organization. Before construction began, Egyptian surveyors had to level the bedrock base to near-perfect flatness, align the pyramid precisely to true north. Astonishingly, the Great Pyramid is aligned within a fraction of a degree to the cardinal directions, likely achieved through astronomical observations of circumpolar stars. The structure required around 2.3 million stone blocks, an estimated 6 million tons of material. The core was made of local limestone. The outer casing stones, once polished white and reflective, came from fine Tura limestone quarries. Granite for internal chambers came from Aswan, nearly 800 kilometers away. Transporting granite alone required advanced logistics. Contrary to Hollywood depictions, the pyramids were not built by slaves. Archaeological evidence suggests a skilled, rotating labor force of Egyptian workers-farmers during Nile flood season when agriculture paused. Manpower estimates. Most scholars estimate 20,000 to 30,000 workers at peak construction, organized into crews with names like Friends of Khufu. Excavations near Giza uncovered workers' villages, bakeries, breweries, and medical facilities. These were not slave camps, they were organized labor settlements. Moving the blocks, here's how they likely moved multi-ton stones. Quarrying, copper tools, dolerite pounding stones. Sledges. Blocks were placed on wooden sledges. Wall paintings show workers pouring water on sand to reduce friction. Ramps. This is the biggest debate. Theories include straight frontal ramps, zigzagging side ramps, internal spiral ramps. No single ramp theory has been definitively proven, but most scholars agree ramps played a crucial role. Construction timeline. The Great Pyramid likely took about 20 years to complete during Khufu's reign. Let's break that down. 2.3 million blocks, 20 years equals approximately 7,300 days. That means roughly 315 blocks placed per day. When divided among thousands of workers, this becomes logistically possible, especially with pre-quarried and pre-staged materials. Construction likely followed this sequence. Preparation of the foundation. Build the core and horizontal layers. Install internal chambers during construction. Add casing stones last. Place the pyramidion capstone at the summit, possibly gold-covered. The finished pyramid would have gleamed brilliantly in the sun. Inside the pyramid, the Great Pyramid contains the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, the grand gallery, narrow air shafts aligned with celestial points. The king's chamber contains a granite sarcophagus, but no mummy was found inside. Most pyramids were robbed in antiquity, yet their internal architecture shows remarkable engineering precision, especially the granite relieving chambers designed to distribute weight. After the Old Kingdom, pyramid construction declined. Reasons likely include economic strain, political instability, security concerns. Pyramids attracted robbers. Later, pharaohs opted for hidden tombs in the Valley of the Kings instead of monumental pyramids. But the legacy was already secured. For 4,000 years, the Great Pyramid remains the tallest structure on Earth. It has survived empires, conquests, earthquakes, looting, and modern tourism. The pyramids are not mysteries of aliens or lost civilizations. They are monuments to human organization, belief, engineering, and ambition. They prove that even in 2500 BCE, humanity was capable of astonishing precision and coordinated effort. The pyramids were not built overnight. They were not built by magic, and they were not built by slaves in chains. They were built by a civilization at the height of its power, driven by faith in eternity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient engineering and history, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more explorations into the ancient world. Because history isn't just the past, it's the foundation of everything around us today.